than
That's
to ask
right.
for.
But I don't believe that all 300,000 could have access to lawyer and legitimize to stay. So, ano kaya ang numero ngayon? Wala pa tayong alam. Kasi wala pang sinasabi. So far, we all encouraged everyone to get papers, right? Pero short of telling everyone to get married in the US, talaga namang wala nang bilang. So it's quite alarming. You're saying it's 36,000 per head. Sabihin natin worst case scenario, tama ba 'yon?
Ma'am, yung 36,000.
Kasi yung 42 sinabi mo yung per head mo 36,000.
That's the total amount now.
Iya nga.
For the 47 that self-deported.
47 or 42?
36,000 in airfare assistance to 42.
Yes, is that 42? That's right. You said 42. So, sabihin na nga natin, kahit kalahati, 150,000 ang papauwiin. Sino magbabayad pag dineport?
Pag ang US government po ang nag-deport, then sila ang nagbabayad. Pero so far, ang binabayaran natin yung mga self or voluntary po.
Yes. Okay. So wala pa rin talagang balita. Several months ago, Filipino seamen working on cruise ships were detained and deported despite the fact that their papers were in order. What's the update? Has the DFA or the Philippine government in some way provided legal assistance? And what cases against them remain pending? And will this happen again? Napakadami nating seamen.
Ma'am, we've been working very closely with the DMW. Bilang seafarer, they're also within the jurisdiction of the DMW, the Department of Migrant Workers, as the lead agency responsible for ensuring their welfare, also providing legal assistance and post-deployment support of the seafarers. We continue also coordinating with DMW, who have been directly coordinating with the yung mga manning agencies po and relevant stakeholders sa kaso nila. The reported arrests and deportation actually affect a very small number of Filipino crew currently who are employed yung dumadaan po sa US.
Medyo na-alarma kasi ang mga kapwa seamen dyan dahil di ba tinitignan lang yung picture yata ng anak at sinabi ng child pornography. Kaya medyo nagalit talaga yung ating mga kababayan pagkat hinahalikan lang yata niya yung baby niya.
Ma'am, 87 seafarers who were affected had been had held transit visa, but that's the extent of the number.
So what happened? Were they deported? Did they decide to come home? Anyari?
Yeah, they were deported, ma'am.
They were deported, lahat ng 87? So
Yes.
binayaran ng US na pauwi?
Yes po.
At hindi na sila makakasakay? Anyway, if you could give me some kind of closure report on what occurred, because that hit the news and then disappeared, and we'd like to know what kind of ending, ano yung sinapit nila, no? Also, we have the recent news last month nung H-1B na US 100,000 kada isa mandatory fee. How many Filipinos are potentially affected by the H-1B visa policies?
Madam Chair.
Ang bigat ng 100,000 US.
Madam Chair, this new US policy does not apply to Filipinos currently holding valid H-1B visas in the United States.
O hindi lang naman Pilipino yan, pero ibig ko sabihin,
But if they're holding it already, they're not. This does not
if they
apply.
already have it. Pero there were so many still trying to apply. Alam ko, mga teacher, karamihan dyan. Yung ibang mga medtech, ganun din eh.
Yeah, teachers particularly.
Yung mga teacher talaga. And then they were still applying. Ang hirap na sila noon pa eh.
Madam Chair,
So if they have the visa, okay. So
yes.
kung aplikante pa rin, talagang 100,000?
But we were informed by our embassy in Washington, D.C. that they are continuing their discussions with, I think, the concerned U.S. government agency.
Yeah,
on
mabigat
this.
yan kasi mga teachers sila at marami
Yes.
sa kanila sa Washington DC mismo.
Right.
Nakisuyo sa akin, nalakarin sila. Noong ba yun wala pa to. So, hirap na hirap sila. Tagal kasi daw makakuha ng H-1B. So what can we do to mitigate the effects of this new policy? You mentioned that, in fact, the embassy in Washington is negotiating. What else can we do? I mean, clearly 100,000 per head is onerous and way past their capacity to pay.
Madam Chair, this is based on the discussion, rather inputs coming from our embassy in Washington, but they're closely monitoring the potential implications of the new fee and the possible impact of the J1 exchange visitor visa program. So
We have a number. Ilan ba
number,
yung mga Pilipinong
for
aplikante
20
niyan? Yung mga teachers na nakatenga, kumbaga.
in terms of number for fiscal year 2024, it's 5,248.
Ang dami rin eh.
Ang dami.
Yes, that's 2024.
2024
Yeah, palagay ko ganun din ang numero na
for 2025.
nadatnan ko.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we need an update on that if you could. 2023, we passed the new Passport Act for the OFWs abroad and senior citizens to renew their passports without physical presence. Is this provision already being implemented? And what's the status? You have a timeline or measurable milestones of some sort? Nagagawa na ba natin yan, yung renewing without personal appearance?
Madam Chair, hindi pa ho ini-implement, but concerning your question on the new gender, I don't know if you touched the new generation passport. We are now wala pa.
Wala pa, hindi, yung new Passport Act lang, kung pwede na mag-renew without physical appearance without personal appearance at the consular office. You said it's not being implemented. 2 years na yan. Umoo kayo niyan, ha?
Yeah,
Nung
Madam Chair,
tinatanong ko yung DFA kung kaya niyo, sabi niyo, kaya niyo.
Madam Chair, can I give the floor to the Assistant Secretary for Consular Affairs?
Your Honor, good afternoon. Regarding the
Ba't natatagalan masyado? 2 taon na yan.
yes, it's supposed to be a feature. It's related actually to the next generation passport. It's supposed to
If
be,
you don't get a next generation passport, hindi pwede?
yes, it's supposed to be included.
So it's
as
only
a
with the
feature
new generation
with the next generation passport po.
Nako, ginawa ninyo akong
Which is-
sinungaling, pinangako ko na yan eh.
Um,
Kasi, nung tinatanong ko sa inyo, nung nang-diskusyon yan at na-debate, sabi ng DFA, kaya nila. Ba't ngayon sasabihin na hindi pala kaya sa dating passport, kailangan kumuha pa ng panibagong passport? At nagkaganon. Eh, yung new generation passport, mag-a-apply ka ng panibago?
Yes, opo.
Eh,
It's
katagal-tagal
going-
kumuha ng bagong passport eh. Di walang tulong din yung new Passport Act.
Well,
Ay,
it's
you've rendered it into dead letter law. Sana sinabi nyo sa akin na hindi naman ninyo kaya. Is there a concrete timeline? When are these new generation passports coming out? And are they going to be given free of charge? Dahil sinabi natin, pwede mag-renew, tapos hindi pala po pwede kung hindi bago yung passport.
The next generation passport is envisioned to be launched po in
Envision, which
2027.
means, 2027, yung
2027.
batas 2023.
Yes.
Tapos mag-a-apply ka pa 4 years from now. Ano ba naman to? Is there nothing you can do dyan sa dating passport? Napangako na to eh. Nasa batas to ha. Ako,
Madam-
umuo kayo ng bonggang-bongga tapos hindi pala pwede.
Madam Chair,
Opo, Secretary.
Madam Chair, we'll endeavor to, we'll talk to our service provider on this. And
Yes, but can't you use the present machine-readable passports? They're machine-readable naman. Can't it be an added feature? Can they use something else?
I'm hearing, Madam Chair, something to do with the technology.
Yes, of course it does, but I don't think that the present passports are so obsolete that they cannot allow for a new feature.
Madam Chair, we will discuss this with Apple.
Yes,
which
this is
our
not
service
acceptable.
provider.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right, you're very proud of this rollout of the e-visas. Kung kaya ninyo yan, ba't hindi nyo kayanin yung renewal without personal appearance? Nasa batas yan ha. At umoo kayo. Hindi ko yan ilalabas kung hindi kayo umoo. Eh bakit buong ningning umoo ang DFA? Pagkatapos binobola pala natin yung mga OFW at seniors natin. Hindi naman yata tama yun. O ano itong e-visa? The hiring of new technical personnel.
Again, Madam Chair, Assistant Secretary for Consular.
With regards to the e-visa system, eventually the ICT will turn over to the DFA, the
So
source
wala pa.
code.
Ba't pinagmamalaki na?
So it's there. We already have a e-visa rollout in certain parts of.
When will they turn over to DFA?
It's going to be scheduled later in 2026.
Ako, ano ba ito? Puros later. Ang dami. Ba't ninyo pinipress release na to? Hindi pa pala pwede. And what are the security features? The Philippines is better known for cyber hacking and security breakdowns than anything else. And mag-i-visa tayo, we'll put everything on an electronic platform and then it's easily broken into by almost anyone.
Madam Chair, I'll give the floor this time to Undersecretary De Vega, who is in
Sige.
charge also of consular affairs.
Okay.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. Madam Chair, just to give you an update on the Philippine e-visa global rollout, for the e-visa issuances in India, our posts in India have already received over 25,000 e-visa applications, and about 20,344 approved e-visas were issued digitally to applicants. And since the implementation of the 14-day visa-free entry and the extension of the what we call the Ajak Suk mode, which is if you hold a current US, Japan, Australia, UK visa privileges for Indian nationals, we've seen some decline in the e-visa applications lodged in our posts. But we are also now rolling out e-visa issuances.
Sorry,
Yes,
you
ma'am.
are pushing for the e-visa but you have a decline? Kalalabas lang yan, ba't nag-decline ka?
Hindi, ma'am, meron na po kasing na-implement after that po, as of June 2025, yung 14-day visa-free entry po, an extension for the Ajak Suk privileges po, ma'am.
Ajak Suk.
Ajak Suk, that is for applicants, ma'am, who have current
another visa.
visas to
Okay.
these countries under the Ajak Suk po. But we are also rolling out already e-visa issuances in selected countries in the Middle East and
Mas
Africa.
pangit nga pakinggan eh. May e-visa para sa mga dayuhan, pero walang e-renewal para sa Pilipino. Parang hindi
Oo.
naman tama yon. Ang dating niyan, mas pinahalagan pa ang mga foreigner kesa sa ating sarili. Pangit ang dating eh. Parang masakit sa tenga yun ha. At hindi ka tanggap-tanggap. Kaya kinakailangan gawan natin ng paraan. Pinangako ninyo sa akin to 2023 ha. Naniningil ako 2 taon. Ako'y nagtiyaga sa kaiintay at ang daming reklamo. Kasi parang ginawa ninyo kaming sinungaling dito. Sinabi natin sa mga OFW, marirenew nang hindi ka kailangan pumunta sa consul. Ngayon, hindi pala totoo at baka pa to ha, 2027, kung umabot ng 27, 2 taon lang kontrata nila, kung kumuha ka ng bagong passport na next generation, kung, ayan, ang daming kondisyon eh. Pwede ba gawa naman ninyo ng paraan yan? Nangako kayo dyan eh. Yes, Secretary Lazaro.
Madam Chair, we will not really promise definitely, but we will endeavor and we'd like to report to you as soon as
But you
possible.
promised as an institution quite definitely in 2023.
Okay.
I don't understand why 2 years later you're still reneging on your promise. That's not very good. And it's
We will
also
rectify that mistake.
a vital sector of the economy. We're floating on the backs of our OFW. I'm certain that you're aware of that. And this is no way to treat them. We're gunning for a seat in the UN Security Council. What's the likelihood and what's the magic number and exactly what's going on there?
Madam Chair,
Ilan ba yung temporary seats? Di ba yung Asia Pacific seat ang ating pinupunterya? Tama ba yun?
Madam Chair, I'll give this again the floor to the Assistant Secretary for UNIO, United Nations.
Yes,
Office.
please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. There are 10 rotating seats, and we are campaigning for one of the 2 Asian seats that will open in 2027 for the
Sino
term
yung isa pang
2027.
Asian?
Kyrgyzstan from Central Asia, Your Honor.
Yes, and what's our likelihood of getting it?
As reported by the Secretary in several hearings, we have good numbers, and the Philippine
How
delegation
good
to
is
the
good?
UNG.
I mean, are we anywhere close to the goal?
we're getting there, Your Honor. And
Sinong
during the
sino ang competition?
It's Kyrgyzstan.
No, but you said two. Dalawa naman ang Asian seat or one lang?
There's only one Asian
Oh, yun na
seat.
nga. I got,
and there are
but you
two.
said earlier there are
Oh.
two.
Sorry.